This coursework is submitted by Shugam Shah. Uh, I'll be starting by creating a user, sudo add user Shugam Shah, my Kali password. I've successfully created a new user, which is Shugam Shah. Now I'm going to add this into the sudo group. Add user Shugam Shah to sudo. This is only root, so sudo and user sudo and user sudo. Now it will be done. Yep, it is done. Now let's see what is provided by find. To know about the by using find home and sudo. Let's try again. This is not the exact key which I should be using, so it will be find and home will I have yep, this is shown by using find. We are able to do this. Now question number 3, sudo. Let's switch to the user Shugam Shah password for this. Now we have successfully switched to provide a command to go to the home directory. We should use cd, and now we are in the home directory. To know where we are, we will be using who am I. To know who we are, we'll be using who I. To know which directory we are, we'll be using who pwd. After that, we'll be doing question number 6. We'll be making a directory. We'll be using the following commands. To create a directory minor, we'll be using mkdir. We'll be using new directory, which is my directory. We have successfully created a new directory. Now 6ii will be within my directory, so we're using cd. We are inside my directory. We'll create a file name my file. Let's create a file name my file, touch my file. We have done this too, and now we'll be writing something using cat. So let's use to write theirs using cat. We'll be using the following commands, which is cat and our file name, which is my file, and we'll be using enter. Let's write here hello. Now we have written something here. Now we'll be skipping from here to see what's written in my file. We'll be using this command. We are supposed to see that we have completed question number 6. I now we'll be using a single command to create multiple files. Let's use touch shugam, the file name 1 to 100. So let's create. We can see that we have successfully created 1 to 100 files. Now to remove all the files which have 1 in it, we'll be using rm. Let's see if it is done. Yes, we have successfully done that. Question number 6 iv is also successfully completed. Now we'll go doing question number 6.5 rm. To print this, we'll be using this command rm interactive, file name which is shugam, and we'll be using and double and we'll be printing echo. So echo to so we'll be using success success success. Then we'll be using grape. We'll be using pipe. Then we'll be again using print echo error. To print error, we'll be using this. Now let's do enter. We can see that we have been successfully able to print echo. Now we'll be moving into the next question, which is question number 7. To write something in the remaining file, we'll be using do echo. We'll be using echo, and we'll be using we have written something to append, then we'll be using $I and following. We have also done this. Now we'll be going question number 8. Let's question number 7. Let's go to question number 7. For question number 7, we'll be using the function tail. Let's go back to home directory at first. There we are. Now to print only 5 from the home directory, we'll be using tail command. Only 5, so we'll be using 5 from etc and passw pass w, and the according question will be saving it in pass wd.txt. Let's see if it is done or not. Let's use cat function and w.txt. We can see that we are successfully able to only print 5 things of this from this. Now let's go to question number 8. Let's create 2 new users. Sudo, just to create 2 user, we'll be using the following command, which is sudo add user, which we do like we did previously. Let's add them first, directly add them to the group, which is the user mode. Sudo user mode. Let's add it to group. First let's create a group at first. To create a group, we should be using sudo group add, and the name will be ets32. We have successfully created. Let's get sorry for that. Now we have created a new group, which is 32. Now for adding it, we'll be using sudo let's go to sudo, which will be make our work easier. Now we are going to root user. Now we'll creating other 2 user. Sudo add user shah. Now another user will be sat. Let's get it. Now successfully created other 2 user. Now to put them in the same group, you will be using sudo user mode and -a -Z to mention the group. ets32, our name were shah. Let's see the name again. Yep, shah. We have added it. Now again we had set. Now let's see if they have been added or not to the group. So to do that, we'll be using tail like previous etc, and this time we'll be looking on group. According to the question, we can see that we have added shah and sat user in ets32 right here, as I have selected. Now we'll be going to question number. Now we will be going to question number make a file that is not created. Let me get a look. There, create file. Let's create a file touch.kali.txt according to the question. Yep. Now let's write something in Kali. Nano let's use nano this time, nano.kali.txt. Let's write something here. So we have written something. Now let's save this first. Yes, let's see cat kali.txt. Yep, what we have written. After that, let's change the mm, let's see the permission. We have given following read and write permission to the owner, read permission to group, and read permission to the others. But according to question, we will be changing the following things. Let's do sudo chmod to change the permissions, and according to the question we'll be using chmod. Will 4 means read, 2 means write, and 1 means execute. So putting them all together we will be using chmod. Let me think. Chmod according to the question. So chmod, we have a zero read only, not the owner, newly created user, not the owner. So that the other newly created user read only, but others can read only, but others read as well as write the file, while no person are granted to the owner. So no permission to the owner means 0, and read and write permission means read 4, write to 6, 6, and we'll be using 044, which means read permission, which can read both read as well as write, means 4 to, sorry for that, 6, and that means kali.txt. Let's see once again. We should probably the best thing to do right now is we should be using grep to see what we have given or not. So let's use grep for this ls listing them. So lsl pipe select grep, and what we want to see from Kali's permission. So let's do this. So as we can see, there's no permission for the owner, but read and write to the group and others. Thank you. We have successfully done this.